Welcome to the Jitsu Motors S15 Silvia Buyer's Guide. In this video, we're going to cover all of the main information that you need to know if you are in the market for an S15 Silvia. And if you are in the market for an S15 Silvia, you have come to the right place. Why? Because we're not just talking about S15s, we love S15s. We own S15s, we drive S15s. I'm Jeff, and this is my S15 Silvia.
And I'm Ryan, and this is my S15 Silvia. She's a bit of a work in progress, but I love owning her. I've had her since I moved here to Japan last year, and I have so many plans. She's such a fun car to drive. So I've owned plenty of cars: FD RX-7, JZX100 Mark II, R32 GTR, and to be completely honest with you guys, this is the most fun car I've ever owned to drive.
So I bought my Silvia about 6 years ago now. And when I got it, it was actually the same gray as Ryan's car, and it was bone stock, one owner car, all OEM, no mods whatsoever. And as you can see, I've changed the paint color, a few mods here and there, nothing too crazy. I guess you might call that OEM plus. Yeah, just the main stuff to tighten it up and make it fun to drive and just reliable and good. And I've been loving this car. It's so much fun to drive, like Ryan said. These cars are a hoot. I hope I'm able to keep it for many more years to come. At Jitsu Motors, we've sold so many S15 Silvias through the years, and I've talked with a lot of customers about these cars. And one of the main things that you're gonna have to figure out, first of all, is what is your budget for the car? And there are gonna be several factors that will affect the budget significantly. Mainly, there are kind of two main things that we need to think about. One is whether or not you go with a turbocharged or naturally aspirated variant. That's gonna affect price a lot. The other is, are you gonna go with an automatic transmission or manual transmission? Naturally, most people want the manual. That makes it more desirable, and that's gonna make it more expensive. So if we're talking about the non-turbo variant of the car, that is the Spec S. Now, again, no turbo, a little bit less power, still has an SR20, and still plenty of fun. So if you do have a little bit of extra money in your budget, and you're looking for the turbocharged variant with the SR20 DET, you're gonna be looking for a Spec R.
For the Spec S, it came in two different transmissions. You had an automatic and you had a 5-speed manual. And for the Spec R, it came with a 6-speed manual, and a lot of people don't know this, but it also came with an automatic too as well.
So we've covered the two main trims, Spec S and Spec R, but let me tell you about two other lesser known trims. One is going to be the Autech version. So that is an NA SR20 DE that's been tuned a little bit. I think they made around 200 horsepower, so it's somewhere between like a Spec S and a Spec R. And interestingly, came with the manual transmission from the Spec R, so it's got that kind of close ratio 6-speed. And another lesser known naturally aspirated variant is the Varietta. Maybe you've seen this one before, maybe you haven't. They're a little bit rare. They only made a little over 1,100 of them, I think. But it's a hardtop convertible Silvia.
So let's say you don't have the budget for a Spec R turbo. There is another option that a lot of people do. My car is a Spec S converted to a Spec R. My car has the SR20 DET engine, the 6-speed out of a Spec R, and also has the diff that came in the Spec R. So if you don't have the budget for the Spec R to start, you can always go this route down the road. It's a pretty straightforward swap. All the parts fit right into the car, and it's pretty easy to do.
So another point I think we need to hit is, besides the main trims, Spec R, Spec S, Autech, and all of that, we've actually got so many little sub-trims for the S15s. We've got the B package, we've got the L package, the G package, there are several. But let me talk about some of the main, most popular ones. The first one is gonna be the Aero package, right? So you can get a Spec S Aero or Spec R Aero. So my S15 actually is a Spec R Aero. And a lot of people get confused about what exactly comes in the Aero package. The Aero package does not come with the Aero bumper, which is what you see here. Now mine's a copy, it's not an original one, because original ones are very expensive and the copies are very cheap and they're nearly as good. But even a Spec R Aero just comes with the standard bumper like you see on Ryan's car here. Now his has been cut up a little bit to suit the intercooler, but Spec R Aeros do come with that. What does the Spec R Aero actually come with though? It's gonna be the fog lights, the OEM side skirts that you see right there, the rear wing. Those are gonna be the main things that you're gonna get. So if you're anything like me and you like the OEM wing that comes with the Silvia, it's gonna be something that you're probably gonna wanna get that came with the car, like optionally or in a Spec R Aero package, because the thing that you have here is the brake light that's mounted in the wing. And if you're trying to do that aftermarket, it's going to be a little bit of extra work. You're going to have to remove one of the extra brake lights like Ryan's car has here in the back. You're going to have to wire up one of these brake lights. It's kind of a...
While we're on modifying your car, these aftermarket parts such as body kits, wheels, exhausts are very expensive to ship after the fact. What we can do here at Jitsu Motors is we can actually source these parts. We can have them installed on your car before we ship it, and it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run.
Now, another sub trim that you hear a lot about is the B package. And people are always kind of trading these seats and door cards around online. We've got like the orange interior, the blue interior, and it says Silvia on the seats, guys. Pretty nifty. And they're not very common to find actually, so they're quite expensive. I mean, I'm seeing some of these sets of door cards and seats right now going for like $5,000 US, which is pretty wild. But if you did want to pick those up while the car is still in Japan, we can do that for you. We can have it installed before we ship. Wouldn't be the first time we've done it for our customers. Okay, so now let's talk about the state of the market for these cars. Now, Nissan made quite a few of them, about 43,000. But you know, that was like more than 25 years ago at this point. How many are still left in existence today? Who knows? S15s suffer from the fate of many a cheap sports car. That is, they started cheap, and over the years they got cheaper and cheaper, and people sort of abused them, they modified them, they smashed them, they crashed them. And the reality of the market today is there are not a lot of clean ones left. When I'm talking to customers, so many people are saying, I'm looking for a clean S15. And we have to define terms. What do you mean by clean, first of all? There are not many clean ones left. So if we are looking for something that's truly clean, let's say no accident repair history, something that's not overly modified, we're already talking about probably the top 10% or the top 5% of all S15s that are left in existence. So if you are looking for one like that, it's not going to be cheap. And you know, because there are so many bad examples of these cars out on the market, this is why it's so important to have someone who, first of all, knows S15 Silvias, who's here, boots on the ground, who can check these cars in person, which is, you know, what we love to do at Jitsu Motors. We love to help people find clean examples, good examples of these cars, but you know, it really does require somebody checking them in person. And we're very familiar with all of the failure points of these cars, the common problems, the common rust areas. You've got to watch out for those. So we do just want to say, be very careful when you're choosing these cars. So that's going to do it for our S15 Silvia buyer's guide today. I hope the information has been helpful for you guys. We covered a lot of topics, but honestly, there's still so much more that we could say. But we're going to leave it there for now, so this video is not 2.5 hours long.
And if you're looking for an S15, or any car for that matter, please don't hesitate to send us an inquiry on our website or an inquiry on our Instagram. We'll leave the link in the description. Thanks for watching.